We're the 31st ranked pass. That just doesn't sound good in my ears. Like, I know it's not everything. I got you guys. You don't have to give me the whole spiel that we're 4-0. I know what we are. That just doesn't sound right with a $255 million offense to be that low.
With all that being said, we bring in my boy, Big Z, Zander Krause.
What's up, Big Sills? How you doing, brother?
Whoa. Man, Isaiah's kicking the shit out of the first 4 games of the year, man. He's the 22nd best defensive player in the National Football League.
Who, Isaiah Rodgers?
Here.
Yeah, he's playing real good, man. I'm happy for him. He always seemed like a real good dude.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles, honestly, they don't miss many evaluations recently, but based on what I've been told, they thought he was a great player, but not a great starter. And he's been a starter there, and he looks pretty damn good. So I'm pretty happy for him. That's pretty good stuff for him, man.
Number 1 overall grade on the team, number 1 defensive grade on the team, number 1 special teams grade on the team, 22nd best graded defender in the NFL, number 1 overall grade as an NFL corner, the number 1 coverage grade among NFL corners, the 5th lowest passer rating allowed, 2nd highest special teams grade in the NFL, has played 91% of the team's defensive snaps, best single game grade, 99.9 in NFL history, the fastest speed ever recorded in any NFL game is Isaiah Rodgers. I mean, dude, not only did the Eagles miss him, I think the Colts might have missed that too.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not
scenario
just
for
throw
the
the Eagles
Colts,
on the fire with that there, right?
Different scenario though for the Colts and the Eagles. But no, I'm happy for him. That's pretty good stuff for him. I mean, he's playing really good right now. But it is September, so let's see how it plays.
It is September. That's correct.
Last day of Liars Month. How you feeling on the last day of Liars Month?
Pretty normal. I mean, nobody's really stuck out to me. I've got my top 10 NFL teams. I would
agree with that. I don't think there's any clear, best team right now in football. I think the Eagles are there because they get the benefit and they get the 4-0.
Yep.
I think the Bills are there because Josh Allen has proven again that he's ready to do what it takes. Ravens have kind of proven to be maybe a little bit of fake. Lions, I think, are good.
Okay.
Packers have been up and down.
Well, here, let me do it now.
You can't tie the Cowboys and put up a 10 spot to – the Packers' last 2 games were pretty bad, weren't they?
Well, they lost to the Browns and they tied the Cowboys.
They put up 10 points on the Browns and lost 13-10, and then they tied the Packers.
Well, here's my 10 teams. I'll give them to you. I got the Chiefs at 10. I got the Chargers at 9. I've got the Steelers at 8. I got the Jags at 7.
Well, that's high.
They're 5th in defense right now.
Okay.
I've got the Bucks at 6. I've got the Seahawks at 5. I've got the Rams 4. I've got the Lions 3. I've got the Bills 2. And I got the Eagles 1.
Who do you have 4?
The Rams.
Who do you have 5?
Seahawks.
Wow, that's high for the Seahawks. We have the same top 4. I'd have Eagles, Bills, Lions. I'd probably go LA at 4 because Tampa took a step. The Chargers took a step. Packers took a step back. Ravens took a step back. And Chiefs, you could maybe make an argument they're back up there after a big win.
I think they're back up. They're 2-2 now, I believe.
They're back up to the top 10, I'd say. So 4, I'd probably put Rams. 5, I'd probably go Kansas City because I'd just given them the benefit of the doubt a little bit.
Okay.
6, I'd probably put Green Bay. 7, I'd probably put – I'm doing this off the top of my head, by the way.
I got it.
For anybody that – I'm doing this straight off the top of my head. 7, I'd probably put Chargers, probably.
Okay, I got them 9.
Okay, I got them 7. I'll keep them there. 8, I'll go Bucks because I didn't put Bucks at 6. I know you had them at 6. I'll put Bucks at 8. 9 and 10. I think you're right about the Seahawks. I didn't think about them in my top 10, but you might have to put them in there. Jags.
At least the first month.
I don't think I'm going to put the Jags in my top 10 just yet.
Look, you know why I didn't do it? I'm not doing that because of their offense. I'm doing it because their defense is.
What about Colts? Did you have the Colts in your top 10?
You know what? I didn't.
I think I'd rather put the Colts in than the Jags for me.
Let's see.
So 9 and 10, I'd probably go 9. I guess I'll go Ravens because I don't think they're really not a top 10 team. And 10, I'd probably go Colts, and then Seahawks maybe 11.
Okay.
49ers are there, but they're a little outside my top 10. They're probably 15. They're probably top 15.
Yeah.
I mean, if I went through 15, I'd probably go Colts 10, Seahawks 11, maybe Niners 12. No, maybe Jags 12, Niners 13, Commanders probably 14, and then 15, I don't know, Steelers. I don't know. 15's, I don't know. Could be anybody.
All right. 24 hours after the AJ stuff. What's your thoughts?
24 hours removed. I think the team has got to continue to work to just move past it at this point. I mean, you're 4-0, you know, and that again, that's the main thing. But I think they shouldn't just brush AJ aside like he's just a diva who made some noise on social media. You know, a lot of people I hear who keep saying this thing about why to go to social media. I agree with them. I agree with that take. Like, you don't want, obviously, a player going to social media, but a lot of people just sound like they want to muzzle the dude. You know, like he told you in the media the last 3 weeks that he had an issue. He did it subtly. Would you rather him go up to Nick Sirianni on the sideline and get in his face like Jamar did? Because that would have made a big stink on the media. Would you rather have him called out somebody on the postgame press conference? Because that would have made a big stink in the media. Anything AJ would have done to get this message across, if what he said is making me assume they weren't listening to him behind closed doors, people would have been saying that shit. I don't like muzzling a dude. So I get it. You don't want him to go to social media, but yo, welcome to 2025.
Yeah.
You know, people make statements on social media. That's how they get heard. The president of every country on the planet uses social media. You know what I mean? So I don't really have much of a problem. I think AJ is probably right about the offense, because my whole take on the offense right now through 4 games is last year you were able to win with a sporadic passing game because you had a great running game and a great defense. And those 2 things and other things, but those 2 things mostly balanced out any inconsistencies or inefficiencies you might have had in the passing game. Now you come into this year, your running game's not working. Your defense looks good, but they don't look like a historic defense. Not yet, at least. Maybe they could get there, but not yet through the first 4 weeks. So are we going to be able to ride this way with this margin for error all the way to the finish line? Now, the case against that, Sills, is it's not like we beat, a couple shitty teams. We figured out how to beat the Rams. We figured out how to beat the Bucks, and we figured out how to beat the Chiefs. And those are 3 playoff teams. So, you know, look, I'm not saying that with like I don't believe in the Eagles or I'm out or any. I'm just saying I think this team is going to have to be a little bit more involved in the offense. And this goes back to all of our offseason commentary. Remember one of my bold predictions that you called me crazy on, which I do look crazy for now based on the first 4 games, but Jalen Hurts going to throw for 4,000 yards because I always assumed coming in you'd have to evolve as an offense and the ball would be put back in his hands a little bit more. So, you know, I think they got to get better. I don't think that's a wrong thing to say, but I don't think it's anything like 23, and I think they're in a good spot. I mean, it's better to be 4-0, but, you know, they still got a lot to improve on, and I think they can improve, and that's the best part, you know?
Yeah, no.
We're a good enough team to say that, you know, to be 4-0 and need to improve.
Football,
yeah,
and you're 4-0, that's not an awful place to be, dude. As long as you know that there's improvement around the corner. Well, let me throw this at you here. So far you're trending at right now the 30th ranked total offense. You're 31st in passing. You're 16th in rushing. You're scoring 10 points less than you did a year ago. What do you make of that?
Yeah, it's not a good output. And by the way, the numbers are out. We are the 30th offense overall, total offense. Passing offense for the 31st offense. Second to last, or the last place is the Titans. Rushing offense, this is where you get real concerned.
16th.
Yup, 16th. So I guess you had these numbers. 7th were the scoring offense, which is pretty good. So, I mean, we're scoring a lot of points.
And
that's because of the red zone. And we're the number 1 red zone offense.
That's right. When you get in the red zone, but you're also number 1 in 3 and outs.
Yeah, I put that out there on Twitter today. That what I think is going to kill the defense. You can't be getting 3 now.
Yes.
You can't be getting 3 now. It's more than any other team in the league.
No.
So, I mean, look, part of me just like, look, I get it. We're 4-0, but like, is there any Eagle fan out there that's just like, you hear this and you're just like, we're the 30th ranked offense? We're the 31st ranked pass. That just doesn't sound good in my ears. Like, I know it's not everything. I got you guys. You don't have to give me the whole spiel that we're 4-0. I know what we are. That just doesn't sound right with a $255 million offense to be that low. I think they got to work on it. I think they got to improve. I think they're all trying to improve. But I think the good news is the red zone. I mean, that's great. That is crazy percentage in the red zone.
Third down 2, 8.
Third downs 2, top 10 in third down. So, I think that's pretty good. There's things to clean up, but overall they've made the most of winning while struggling. And they're going to have to get better, I think, as the year continues to go if they want to continue to, go the distance again this year.
Dude, the passing game has gotten worse than a year ago. I mean, it was 29th last year. Now it's going first 4 games. Last year, 17th, you were 29th. Now you're 33rd. I mean, what the fuck are we doing here? Who's quarterbacking? Justin Fields? What's going on here?
Justin Fields. What's their passing game? 29th. So they got us.
Justin Fields.
They got us beat by 25 yards per game. Look. It's early in the year. I'm not sounding an alarm about it. I don't know. Hey, we're 30th in all of it. I don't know. Everybody tells me we're all good. Okay, I hope.
Don't you feel better about the running attack getting better before you do the passing attack?
The running attack's not going to get better until we can pass the ball.
That wasn't the case a year ago. You were 29th.
That's my point, though. You don't think defenses are giving us different looks this year? Remember, they're not stacking the box this year because they don't want Saquon to go for 60.
So let me ask you this then. All right. So the coordinator feels more compelled to call a play to run your running back into a fucking wall.
Wait, did you hear his explanation for it today? Somebody tagged us in it.
What did he say?
Oh, my gosh. Somebody directly asked him why they keep running into the back, into a stacked box, and his answer was pitiful. Let me read it to you. Somebody tagged us in it.
I mean,
somebody tagged us in this.
So Zander, they'd rather run into zone runs with no running lane than throw the ball to AJ Brown.
I guess
that's not trusting the quarterback.
I don't know what they're trying to do, man. I think they've beaten into the quarterback's head that he can't turn the ball over, and now he doesn't throw the ball. I thought John said it nicely this morning talking about A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is like used to being in a run-first offense. He was with it with Derrick Henry. He's been in it every year of his career basically except for 22 and 23. And there was still a lot of running in 22 and 23.
And those were his most productive years.
Right. But this is the case. There are certain plays that are drawn up when the ball is supposed to come to A.J. Brown. There's not many. It's not like Jamar Chase who can get up to 15 targets a game. There's certain plays the ball's supposed to be there. AJ feels that the ball's not coming out. Now, I think AJ, though, is upset with the philosophy that they put into Jalen's head because they've told him, don't put the ball in the tight windows, don't put the ball in harm's way. And now that's maybe, I think, causing Jalen to not let the ball go and hold on to it and scramble to the right or pick up a first down with his legs because, let's be real, he's more than capable of doing that. So I think that's the problem, and AJ Brown ain't happy about it. And he should be, he should. I don't know. I have a problem with people who think AJ's like nuts. Like, dude, he's AJ Brown. Like, get him the fucking ball. Seriously, it's not that hard. It can't be this hard. It can't be.
It's not hard. They're telling Jalen not to throw it to him.
I don't know.
What other excuse could it be?
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're right. I guess you're right. I don't know. We're
Get
speculating
this.
at this point.
M. Reyes and all the rest of these guys put all these great numbers about Hurts having all this great success in the pocket. Well, then, Zander, let's ask this then. If he's so good, why don't the coaches think he's that good?
Well, to be fair, I mean, they
Okay.
did. They went to a Super Bowl with Jalen passing. They
22?
did. Yeah.
Okay.
So I
But
don't
there
think
were RPOs involved in that.
that's where I don't think it's all about Hurts. And look, I'm not going to sit here and say Jalen Hurts has been perfect. I'm not delusional. All right, he hasn't. There's been times where he's got to get the ball out. There's times where his play style
He doesn't
limits
throw
what he
on
can do in
time.
the pass. It's fine. But at the end of the day, this team and this coach specifically, including Kevin Patullo, have been a part of an offense that had him second in the MVP voting and within one spotty call of winning another Super Bowl. So I don't think they actually believe that he can't do it. I think they've taken on this new persona and they've taken on this new approach to the game where they don't turn the ball over and they're 20 for 21 and they won the Super Bowl in the fashion that they did.
Okay. Well, then they must believe in Barkley more than they believe in Hurts.
Well, they certainly did last year. But
And
I
they
don't know
certainly are right now.
I don't know if it's about disbelief in Hurts. Because why did they use him in
They
22?
take the ball out of his. He's the least used quarterback of any contending team when it comes to volume of throwing the football. Your bosses are
Yeah, they didn't doubt him in 22 and he got him great results.
Well, they are now. Or if he's this good, get the fucking ball to AJ, bro.
Yeah, I don't think it's about. I don't know. I'm not trying to criticize Jalen right now. That's not my point in this take.
No. I'm criticizing them.
Yeah, but I don't think it's all about Jalen. Was my point. I really don't.
Well, then who's it about?
He is a part of the decision because he's the quarterback.
And they've decided to go run zone runs with no lanes.
Remember the offensive line went to Nick at the bye week last year.
Do you understand what makes this no sense is that they really feel that it's better to run a zone run that goes nowhere than to throw the ball to A.J. Brown.
Dude, you think I have an answer to how A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, and this offensive line are the 30th ranked offense? If I did know the answer, I'd have a job in the NFL.
Oh, you know what it is. You know what it is? They believe their philosophy, because they're 20-1, is not to have high volume passing and to do exactly what they're doing. You know what they believe? Hitting that nail like this, Zander. Eventually the other teams are going to break, and they'd have. And that's why you can beat teams with 100 yards.
Well,
because they know these other teams are making mistakes. Look at the two critical mistakes.
Maybe they're right. We've talked about it.
They are right.
Every team is soft in the league nowadays.
But get this. The two biggest mistakes in that Buck game were what? The block punt and the Mayfield interception in the back of the end zone when they were going in. Those two plays won that ball game. The Eagles don't make plays like that.
Well,
don't make plays like that. They don't make.
You're saying they don't make negative plays like that.
They don't make negative plays like that.
They don't. I mean, we have one turnover this year, right? It was the fumble on the Jared Verse sack.
Yeah.
We didn't turn the ball over versus Tampa, right?
No, because Barkley missed the block and he
we just had 5 straight 3-and-outs, which
dude, you can
aren't much better, but
so the Eagles are number 1 in 3-and-outs. They're the 31st worst passing team in pro football. They're the 30th worst total offense. And guess what? They win ball games. Why? Because they don't make mistakes.
Well, then why are we?
They got the secret sauce.
Right. So should we not even be debating it?
What you should be is that if it's sustainable. That's been my conversation this week so far.
Which is where I think that run game.
It's about sustainability right now. That's what this is about. This is not going to get better until your run game gets better, because that's what carried you.
Yeah, but I don't think the run game gets going until they can throw the ball.
The run game, the pass game didn't set the run up last year. None of that. It didn't set it up.
Yeah, but
you kept telling me last year, Zander, they didn't have to pass because they had an iconic run game. All of a sudden, that's not going to turn around and go, well, hey, you know what? The run game's going to get there when Hurts throws for 300 yards. That ain't happening.
Just keep them Clippers ready, Sills.
Not happening this year, Junior.
Yeah, we'll see.
No way. I'll make this point to you, too, here.
I still have pretty unwavering belief that this team could go the distance. Like,
no
easily.
Way.
Like, I've already told my family, I've told my fiance, I said, get ready. We're playing football to February this year. We're going to be busy until the end of February again.
You'll be done by December.
I really believe it. Even with all the things that we talk about, I really think this team, I just don't see it. I don't see how a team is going to knock them off yet. I don't see it.
Okay. Well, one day someone's going to catch the pass. One day someone's not going to block the field goal.
Yeah, coulda, shoulda, woulda.
I know. I know. I saw all that bullshit in 23 too. I saw all that stuff when you guys were beating the Bills.
Have you ever looked back on the numbers for the 2023 Eagles offense?
Yeah, he was 8th.
It's deeper than that though. They were like good across the board. They were good on third down. They were good in the red zone. They were good everywhere. You know, like the scapegoat job that we delivered, Brian Johnson, is criminal. I mean, we hung that man out to dry for one of the worst defenses in football.
Yeah.
But it all worked out because we won a Super Bowl. So it is
absolutely.
What it is.
You had to go outside the building and go get a coordinator. And you finally did. You went outside the building. You passed over Petula twice. And, now you got a pizza maker there calling plays for you. I mean.
Oh, he's not a pizza maker.
Where would you rank him as a play caller in the NFL out of 32 offensive coordinators? I'm curious what you would think.
I don't even know all 32 offensive coordinators in the NFL right now.
You don't have to know all 32. Give me a number. Where would you put him?
Probably 20th.
So the 20th best play caller gets the reigning Super Bowl MVP. I mean, hey,
here's the offensive coordinators. Bills, Joe Brady. He's good.
He's real good.
Miami Dolphins, Frank Smith. Yeah, put him in the stiff pile. New England Patriots, Josh McDaniels.
I like him.
He's solid.
Hey, look what he's doing with Drake May.
Well, yeah, and look what he did. I mean, he was with Brady for a long time. So I like Drake May, actually. New York Jets, Tanner Engstrand. Yeah, put him in the dustbin. Baltimore Ravens, Todd Monken. I know people like him, but I think he might be a little overrated. Bengals, Dan Pitcher.
No.
That's a Joe Burrow offense there. Cleveland Brown, Tommy Rees.
No, thank you.
Guy. Pittsburgh Steelers, Arthur Smith. I kind of like him as an
I like him.
Yep. Texans have Nick Cayley. Indianapolis Colts have Jim Bob Cooter.
Boy, do I like him.
You do?
I do.
He was with Jacksonville with Doug.
Yeah, I like him, man. Yeah. I do. I like
Jags have Grant Udinsky. He was the Vikings assistant.
I think he's done a really nice job a year ago. He did with Sam Darnold. I'll tell you what, Carson Wentz has looked pretty good the last two ball games.
All right. He still takes some.
Well, he hasn't really started in what?
I know, that's true. Titans have Nick Holes. He can't be good.
No.
Denver Broncos, Joe Lombardi. Kansas City Chiefs, Matt
Nagy.
But
that's more Peyton.
Yeah, and Raiders have Chip Kelly. Chargers have Greg Roman. Cowboys have Clayton Adams. Giants have Mike Kafka. Eagles have Kevin Petula. Commanders have Cliff Kingsbury. Bears have Declan Doyle. That's probably mostly the Brian Johnson show. Detroit Lions have John Morton. Packers have Adam Stenovich. Vikings have Wes Phillips. Falcons have Zach Robinson. Panthers have Brad Idzik. Saints have Doug Nussmeier. Bucks have Josh Grizzard. Cardinals have Drew Petzing. Rams have Mike LaFleur. Niners have Clay Kubiak, and the Seahawks have Clint Kubiak.
What'd you say, 20th? For Patullo? That sounds about right.
Yeah, 20th I think is fine.
You want to put the 20th best offensive coordinator with Jalen Hurts and a $200 million offense?
No, 20th? But what are you going to do? Like they already did it.
Okay, well, if you're not going to give me the best coordinator, how about giving me somebody with experience at least?
Well, dude, you got to factor in they played football till February. Kellen Moore took that job in February.
Okay.
The majority of teams who fire coordinators or need new coordinators do it in January.
Okay, so the success landed on Patullo of the team. You're saying, right? The success of the Eagles landed on Kevin Patullo. I think that's what he's saying here. I think he's stuck here a little bit here. Is that right? All right. I think that's a good take.
My back.
Yeah, you're back. So you're saying the success of the Eagles Had them pick the ugly cat from the litter.
I guess that's what I'm saying. But it's partly because there's nobody else available at that time.
Yeah. You get the ugliest dog in the litter. Go ahead. There you go. There's your boy.
Nah, stop.
KP.
You got to do it. I mean, look, you go to the Super
I
Bowl.
don't think you're wrong.
There's pros and cons to winning a Super Bowl. The pros are the ultimate glory and they're worth all the cons. But some of the cons are your coaches get hired late in the process and you're left with scraps. The best scrap in this case was the guy who's been in the room for 4 years.
Okay.
Kevin Patullo.
So what do you think of the state of the run game? You think it improves?
I don't know what the case is going there. I think offensive line's a part of it. I think the passing game is a part of it. And I think they're going to have to get creative if they want to get it going. I do. I don't think I mean, he's a small part, but when you go from not being hit until 3 yards upfield to, near instant contact, it's like, why was Barkley pedestrian in New York? Is that on Barkley or is that on the team?
On the team.
So it's like, I don't think it's Barkley. I really don't. I don't think he looks slower. I don't think he lost burst. He looks to me like the same guy. He just has a lot less room to go. And the other thing that the teams are doing is they're actually not really stacking the box. They're keeping safeties high. Now they're bringing a lot of people inside to slow the rundown, but they're not giving Saquon that breakaway opportunity where when you stack a box, if you get beat or you get blocked, that running back is gone. So they're not doing that this year because they're taking away the big play because there's no big plays in the passing game. Passing game has to get better. Running game will be able to feed off it. It's reversed this year.
Here's my top 10 quarterbacks after 4 weeks.
Uh-oh.
Here's my top 10 QB.
Your top 10 quarterbacks.
After 4 weeks, not top 10 quarterbacks that are in the game right now. I'm talking my top 10 quarterbacks that have played. The first 4 weeks. You got me?
Yep, I got you.
All right. Number 10. I got Patrick Mahomes at number 10. I can't have a top 10 list there without having Patrick Mahomes in that list, right? Number 9. The man from the city of brotherly love. I got Jalen Hurts there at number 9.
Okay.
Number 8. I've got Jared Goff. Excuse me. I'm going to take that back, Xander. At 10, I have Baker Mayfield. Okay. I have Baker Mayfield at 10. I've got Hurts at 9. I've got Goff at 8. I've got Mahomes at 7.
Okay, that makes a little more sense.
I got Drake May at 6.
Wow. He's got almost 1,000 yards already.
I've got Justin Herbert at 5. At number 4, I've got Dak Prescott.
Prescott's having a good year. Objective Eagle fans will easily admit that, but we don't have all objective Eagle fans.
Are you kidding me? Number 3, Daniel Jones. I can't believe it.
What this quarterback list. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong.
This is a joke of a list.
I know. You got Drake May and Daniel Jones on this thing.
Are you fucking crazy? I mean, I got Stafford 2. And I got Allen 1. Notice what I don't have? I don't have Lamar in there.
Lamar hasn't been good.
I don't have Lamar in there.
I think Lamar should still be up there, but.
So I got Mayfield 10. I have Hurts 9. I have Goff 8. I have Mahomes 7. I got Drake May 6. Justin Herbert 5. Dak 4. Jones 3. Stafford 2. Allen 1. Doesn't this show you how September's a liar's month?
Yeah.
Look at those fucking names. And if you look at the teams and you look at what they've done, these guys, all these top 10 guys, except for Hurts, but Hurts got the 4-0. All the rest of these guys are having like insane starts.
Yeah, you should have Sam Darnold on your list.
I can't get away from those 3 games. I know you're not wrong.
Well, dude, if you're going off of this year.
What?
I mean, why do you have Drake May on
You
there?
think Sam Darnold's outplayed Drake May? I don't.
I do. I do.
Okay, so are you shocked that right now
Sam
that
Darnold's got a 70 completion percentage right now, 905 yards, 9 yards per attempt, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks.
and Darnold? I mean, let me see here. And
Drake
Drake
May's
May,
got 988, 8 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 2 picks. He's having a good year too, 74% completion percentage. Drake May's playing good too.
yeah, here's your top leaders now. Dak Prescott's leading the NFL in passing yards.
Purdy, Boulevards, Purdy. I think Purdy leads the league right now, or is top of the league in interception. He's got 4 touchdowns and 4 picks.
Dude,
65% completion percentage and 580 yards. Purdy looks pedestrian as it gets.
look
He
at
don't
this
look
here.
very good. Good.
Here's Dak. Dak's had the most attempts. Dak's had the most completions. Look at Dak's completions to everyone else.
Yeah, man. He's got
121.
73% completion percentage with all those attempts.
73% completion percentage. 280 yards a game. The 3 picks bug me. But look at that number.
The
He's
Ravens just signed Kenyon Green.
Good night. So
Dude,
get this.
the dude we
Dak
traded,
Prescott
Gardner
has
Johnson.
thrown the most passes, and he's only taken 6 sacks. Jalen Hurts has thrown, he's 25th in attempts, and he's got more sacks taken. 9 than what Dak has. I'm going to ask you this question. Somebody brought this up, and I thought it was an interesting comment. Do you think that the passing game is taking steps backwards because Hurts has begun to set protections?
I'm going to say at the surface, no, but I'm interested in exploring more. Because it makes sense that, I mean, he took on more of the protections. I think in many ways that's a good thing, but that doesn't mean he's going to be perfect at it, especially when he's just starting it out. You know what I mean? So I would say on the surface, it doesn't look like that to me, but it could be a thing. I mean, we talk about the blitz all the time. Why don't we have hot routes in the offense? A lot of people love to say that's on Kevin Patullo. It's not on Kevin Patullo. It's on the quarterback to get to a hot route. That's what it is, So I think I don't know. I mean, I'd have to look a little bit deeper into that.
It's something to keep an. I mean, I
think it's fair to at least bring up.
Okay, so the new numbers have come out for the defense. I've been waiting for this. Let's see where the Eagles are now in defense. The Philadelphia Eagles in total defense are now 22nd.
In total, did he?
Yep.
What are you on? Fox Sports?
Pass defense. They're 17th.
I don't have him as 22nd on my side. I got him as 18th on mine.
Rush defense. They're 21st. Scoring defense. They're 15th. Red zone, 3rd. Look at that. Eagles are good in offense and red zone and offense and defense. Dude, that's where you win your games.
Yeah.
3rd down defense. The Eagles are 14th. So let me ask you here. So right now, like I said, what do you make of this group here? I was over four games. This is a trend here a little bit. Again, September's the Liars Month. And total defense right now, like I said, they're 18th. In total D. I got it. It just corrected it.
How much of that factors into the offense not being great?
I'm sorry?
How much of that factors into the offense not being great? Or vice versa? How much does the offense not being great factor into the defensive numbers being down? I mean, the offense had -1 passing yards in the first half last week. That's when the Rams made all those drives and got all those yards. And then in the second week, this second half this week, we didn't complete a pass in the second half and had 5 straight 3-and-outs. How much, you know what I mean? Like how many possessions did just those 2 halves of football kill the numbers on that defense, even though they didn't give up that many points?
A lot. I mean, especially when it comes to field position.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Pat Ryan says it. The defense is on the field a lot, man.
How do you think Vic's doing defensively?
I think he's doing pretty good. I do. I mean, I think
I
he's
feel
done
more
pretty good.
optimistic. You said this in the postgame show. I feel more optimistic about them getting better. I do. What'd you make of Vic's comments today? Did you see how he said, boy, you people missed the golden gem. Did you hear it? He says the NFL's rigging games.
Well, with what?
The football.
I don't know if he said they're rigging games, but he said it's a big thing for sure.
Because it's changing field position.
Yeah. I don't know if he said it's rigging games, though.
Well, that's how I took it, was rigging games. Okay.
He brought that up unprompted today.
He did.
Yeah, and he went on a diet. He went on a long, he went on a spiel about it.
Michael Clay had to answer it first.
Michael Clay came up. He's like, you just heard
everything. Thanks, Vic.
Yeah.
No, so what they're doing now is because the NFL wants higher scoring and more scoring.
And Michael Clay said that. They said, do you think it's good for the game? He said, NFL wants more scoring, don't they? So,
bro,
I don't know. I mean, somebody talked about that, those K balls. I didn't know you could keep them in your.
I didn't either. I'd never heard that.
Yeah. Vic might be getting a call from Roger Goodell later.
Absolutely, man. Because what he's saying
no, dude, shut up.
Because you know what? It's true. You know what you used to get? That you used to get the balls like before the game. You used to have like 6 hours with them. Now you get them on Monday on what you can do with the footballs. And the NFL will look at them. You know what the Raiders used to do? You know what Ray Guy used to do? Ray Guy used to put a little speck of helium in the ball. And when he punted it, there was a little helium in the football because nobody was really looking at the football. Al Davis said that all the time.
Deflategate is now reality. It might be. Deflategate. I don't know, man. You're right, though. The kickers are. I mean, we gave up a 65-yarder last week to a kicker I haven't even really heard of.
Did you hear what he said? The guy in Dallas is going to kick a 70-yarder.
Yeah. Well, we just saw the guy in Tampa kick a 65-yarder, and he's not even known for that.
Outdoor kick ever. That was the longest outdoor.
I kind of like it. I have no problem with it. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
He was like this, the footballer on steroids now. Remember, he goes like this. Brady Anderson goes for 50.
Do you have an argument for like why it's bad?
Because it hurts the defense and field position. These guys have longer range now.
Well, that's certain, but it's more of just an amendment to the game. It's not like actually making the product worse or anything like that.
No, it's a D coordinator bitching about field position is what it is. Okay, it's great for scoring and it's great for gambling. Take the over now, dude, because these kickers have range. Hey, that's one thing I did notice too. First 4 games, I've never seen more kickers in college and pro.
I'll tell you what, too. There's no 3-point lead that's safe.
No way.
I mean, you could have 10 seconds on the clock. You better get that 10 seconds on the board.
You've seen this. Four pass plays, you're in field goal position now. These guys are insane. All right. How do you think Nick's handled this whole thing with AJ?
Nick, based on his comments yesterday, I mean, he handled it like Nick. You know, he doesn't give you anything. He's a politician. And I don't really think good or bad. I just think he's been Nick. It's exactly what I expected from him. Why?
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't really think he's sticking up for the players. I think he's sticking up for the system. I think he's sticking up for the way they do business. And by the way, I'm not saying anything negative about him. He's got too much to land on, where he can land on it and go, you're wrong. So he's sticking up for what they're doing. He's not going to stick up for A.J. Brown, bro. When you're 20-1, fuck that. No coach in his right mind's going to go, what, this guy's butthurt over here because he doesn't have 15 targets? Fuck him.
Yeah, but
privately, you're going to go, fuck that. I don't care.
Yeah, I hear you. But at the end of the day, the you can't have lows this low as an Eagles offense. I'm sorry, you just can't. I'm sorry. There's no justification for having -1 passing yards in a half of football and 0 yards on Sunday.
Then why don't they change?
That's 2 straight weeks out of 4 total halves of football that they had 0 or less than 0 yards in an entire half with $60 million of wideouts.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Well, then why aren't they changing?
So I'm just saying, Nick should be able to say, hey, we're still winning, so we're not going to change everything. But to your point, AJ, we got to work on some shit. Now, maybe they are saying that, but AJ's tweet after the game would make me think otherwise.
Yeah, they're not. They're not working on anything.
Well, AJ, the thing that was interesting about AJ's tweet was like he didn't really follow what the tweet was saying because it was like, withdraw quietly or whatever, and he didn't really do that.
It's a Bible verse.
I know, but the Bible verse, you would insinuate that he's, and the time that he tweeted it out. I had one dude say, how do you know AJ Brown's tweets are anything about, one dude was tweeting today. Sorry, dude, if you're listening, but I just got to roast you. He's like, Philly media, classic Philly media. I'm like, your fucking star receiver goes on Twitter immediately after the game and starts tweeting shit. And you're blaming the media? Are you kidding me? I mean, come on, man. So
okay, this was just posted again. I don't know what they're doing. They're going back and forth and manipulating numbers here a little bit, but I got them here 25 here now. And yeah, the Eagles right now, total defense. They are 22nd. Pass defense. They are 17th, tied with Seattle. Rush defense. You're 21st. Scoring, you're 15th.
That'll get better.
Red zone, 3rd.
That'll get better, but the offense has to get better for that to get better.
Yes.
Football's a team game. It's a complementary game. One of the reasons Eagles defense was number 1 in the league last year is because we dominated the running game, we dominated the time of possession, and we picked up first downs at will. Slowly but surely, we had long drives and got into the end zone. Often, when you do that, and your defense has less moments on the field, they can make better plays. They're more well-rested. They can make bigger splash plays. Right now, the defense is going to keep getting worse.
So you're on Team AJ right now.
I'm on Team AJ from a sense of anybody that looks at this team and just says 4-0, shut the hell up, AJ, you're wrong, I think is naive. You can't look at a team that's 4-0 and just say, okay, we're 4-0, so nothing to fix. Anybody that has to talk about it is wrong because we've won. Sure, you're 4-0. That doesn't mean you don't have things to fix. Again, I've said this before. Ask any 4-0 team in the history of football. They all had things to fix. So I don't like the approach of people who are like, AJ's way, I think most people believe AJ's right. A lot of people had a problem with the way he went to Twitter about it. But I said to you earlier on this segment, I get the sense that people are trying to muzzle AJ. Like I said, if he did it any other way, though.
They muzzled Vic.
Yeah, but I'm talking about fans. I'm talking about people who are
I'm
talking about people who are tweeting AJ, why are you airing out the lawn? He told you, he said things over and over again. He made subtle comments the last couple of weeks. Last week on Wednesday, he spoke, the communication, we got to keep getting better. It took to the second half last week for AJ to actually have an output, Yeah. So he's been making these subtle comments, and then based on his tweet, I'm thinking, all right, they're not listening to him behind closed doors. And now people are, don't take to Twitter, AJ. I'm like, fucking AJ Brown's got something to say, and they don't want to listen to him. He went to social media. Take it up with the world. All right, you got to – don't have a problem with AJ Brown. Social media is how everybody gets their message across now. Everybody. Including Dick Sills, who made a shitty bet yesterday and tweeted out the bet.
I have one of the greatest bets going on right now.
What do you mean? You don't even get anything if you're right.
Oh, I do.
I can't believe it.
I get satisfaction of knowing that, guess what? 2025 and what I'm watching right now, that is
Angelo dog walked you. He told you, I'm going to make you shave your head and you're not going to do anything for us. He dog walked you.
Who?
It's called the art of the deal. You got a worse deal.
No, I didn't. I believe me. I got.
You should have got something out of that bet.
No. I'm good. I
get Angelo once a week on my show.
Kevin Patullo on criticism of using AJ for the same few routes. I think at times through the first 4 games, he's been doing different stuff. What the fuck does that mean? Sometimes the ball finds him, sometimes it doesn't. Going to every game, you plan on making sure he's the primary. If it doesn't go his way, it means usually we're on rhythm. How could you be on rhythm with the 31st passing attack? Jalen is reading it out, and it's going to other guys. What other guys?
You know what's pretty funny too, John?
That's a fucking lame ass take.
You know what's pretty funny too? John's been pointing this out to me, and I've slowly kind of been listening to him a little bit more each time he says it. But he's like, the funniest thing is everybody's expectations have completely lowered because people talk about the Super Bowl, the NFC Championship game, the second half last week, and the first half this week, and it's like they had less than 250 yards passing in both of those games last year. They had 228 is like their top passing attack. And people act like we went off. We act like we had a great first half, and we did have a good first half. 130 yards. Like, all of our expectations are so low for an offense that has just too many weapons, man. Just too many weapons. Now, look, I get it. Playing like everybody else is also not the answer. I'm not trying to say it is, because I do think they're doing good things to win. But it's got to be better than this, and it should be better than this. And, the highs can be high, but the lows are too low. You got to have a higher floor for this team.
You think your passing game is going to improve?
I don't know if it has to improve. Look, I've been pretty consistent about this. Get to 200 yards. Get to 200 yards a game. I'm not even asking you for a big 200 yards a game. That's it. If we got 200 yards a game, we would cremate teams. We would cremate teams.
You could barely get to 100. I mean, fuck, dude.
Yeah, is this the weirdest? Is this one of the weirdest teams you've ever covered?
I've never seen anything like this. I have no understanding. This is why
crazy,
it's not,
man.
it's
And they just keep winning. They just keep winning. I do love that part of it. I gotta say, I love how much we win.
This is just not real.
We win so much.
It's not real.
We win so much.
It's just not real. It's the worst show on turf.
No, it's not.
It's not?
It might be.
You're right. The Titans are.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, my God. So you're really still sold that there's nothing wrong with Barkley?
I don't think it's on Barkley. I really don't. I think it's offensive line. I think it's the passing game that has proven to be no threat so far early in the year. And if they don't get that going, it's going to be a lot easier to take away your running back. Offensive line's a problem too, dude. Cam Jurgens has been terrible.
Terrible.
Landon Dickerson, not playing good. Tyler Steen's actually been okay.
Yes.
It hasn't been a Tyler Steen problem.
No. So. And then Lane's been injured too.
Yeah, but he's still when he's been out there, man, he's been really good still.
So do you think this A.J. Brown, I asked you this yesterday, you don't think this A.J. Brown thing turns into T.O.?
I don't think A.J.'s that style. I mean, dude, we got the fans today. I mean, I love this shit because I get it. We're making a big story out of it, but can you imagine if we did this show today and T.O. did what he did when he did the sit-ups in his drive? We would be erupting. I mean, we're erupting over a tweet. Yeah. We would be erupting. Freaking T.O. in his driveway doing sit-ups with the whole media contingency around him. I mean, that was such an iconic moment, but it's funny. And I would like to see AJ do something like that. That'd be pretty funny.
Is it this T.O. kind of stuff?
I guess it's the modern version of it.
Not to the extreme.
Bad, dude.
Remember something, though.
Dude, Jamar Chase is coming off a triple crown. And he doesn't have a starting quarterback, and he was ready to beat his coach to a pulp last night on the sideline. Did you see that video?
I did.
I mean, AJ Brown is a rare breed from a sense of they're lucky they have him because most other receivers would not put up with this.
Oh, by the way, I didn't bring this up to you yet. If Tyreek Hill ever plays again, I'll be stunned.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm with you.
Armando Salguero said that the chances of him ever playing again are so slim.
That was a nasty injury.
And
I hate watching shit like that.
He's 32.
Yeah, right. And it speeds his game.
It completely explosion.
Yeah.
Let's get to these supers because we got Howard Eskin at the bottom of the hour.
Yeah, shit. Kimberly says, game is all about gambling and fantasy now. That's true. That's what's going on with the kickoff.
And that's why that football's been juiced up, baby.
Here's Kyle Cap. This season has 23 written all over it. Poor coaching and offense will come into play after the bye. I have Washington winning the division. Fire Nick and Petula. Nah, I don't agree, Kyle.
Kyle, I'll tell you why.
It's not going to happen because of defense. Yeah, it's because of Vic. Right, because of Vic.
Like if you had Sean Desai over there, or you had what's his name?
You know, a take that I'm feeling okay about that I wasn't in week 1 that I am right now in week 4, one of my bold takes of the offseason.
Sure.
You remember I told you I thought the Cowboys are going to finish second in the East over the Commanders. Now, it's still early, and it probably still doesn't look like they're going to do that. But Dak Prescott's playing good. George Pickens looks pretty good. The Cowboys aren't as bad as maybe Eagles fans say they are. Here's Jason.
I thought they had their best game.
Yeah, I mean, they gave up
in a bit on Monday night.
They gave up quite a few points as well. Jason says, I have a feeling a divorce is coming with AJ, like the Bills with Diggs, and is so, in your opinion, what will we need in compensation to fix our problems?
You're not getting rid of the guy.
Yeah, we still don't win without him, Jason. I still don't think. I will say after this year, though, you probably start having those combos.
I'm going to ask Howard that question. I'll ask Howard that. I mean, hey, by the way, I got to thank Howard before we bring him on. He's in the green room, man. He got me Doug Peterson next Tuesday.
Yeah, that's going to be sick. I can't wait for that. Yeah. JD3 says, Brian Johnson had the 8th-ranked offense with Desai and a substitute teacher imploding our defense. Imagine if we had Vic to play complimentary ball. Yeah, Brian Johnson had a top 10 offense. They were like top 15 passing, top 10 running. They were top 10 in the red. They had like great numbers all on offense in that. And
Jalen Hurts' his most productive year as a starting quarterback.
He scapegoated Brian Johnson so hard. Chris Scott says Cleveland is 1-3. We need to work out a trade for Ward or Newsome. Our defense would be in great shape. I don't think that's happening.
Dude, they're going to get better on defense. They're continuing to get better. They're going to be better.
I'm not worried about defense as much as others. Dio says Big Sills was too many Coronas in to see Latu 16 snaps at fullback and I formation in the last 2 games.
I'll tell you what, Matt D. They'd rather put a fullback in the backfield than to throw A.J. Brown the ball. That's their game plan? Ask yourself this. They're running zone plays into a wall and not throwing the ball to the $36 million a year wide receiver. Is that right? Whose decision is that? Whose decision is that not to throw it to the guy out there?
Apparently Nick, who doesn't want to push the ball downfield. Big Marsh says, Zander, you're the winner of my Crybaby Brown jersey. Where should I send it? LOL. Come on, Z. Come on, Big Marsh. You're bailing on A.J. Brown and that quick? One tweet, Big Marsh, and you're shipping out your jersey?
Hey, I got it. Hey, how does A.J. Owens sound? Are we starting to get to A.J. Owens again?
I really don't.
You're not getting to A.J. Owens?
I really don't get those vibes at all. I think he's right. He's right. They had 2 halves of football where they had like 20 yards.
He's not.
It's insane. JD3 says, taking the Eagles out of it is just a fan of football. Imagine A.J. Brown with Allen or Herbert. If it's still an issue at the end of the season, maybe one passing team will give us a good package for him. I think that's fair. Fair way to look at it.
The Eagles are 30th in total offense and 31st in passing and 16th in rushing. After 12 quarters of football in 4 games, which is
we got a couple more. Let me rattle through them real quick.
All right. We got Howard Eskin coming up, guys.
Sig Lord says, if September is a liar's month, the Eagles are Tim Walls. Oh, wow, that's pretty funny. Josh Herman says, Barkley has 58 more rushing yards than Hurts. Pitiful. Yeah, he's not having a good year, but I don't think it's all on him. Brian Pump says, Vic said it in his presser. Keeley needs time. Predominantly used to tackling at 100 miles an hour. He will adjust to better tackle angles and technique. That's actually a good point because he's such a special teams player. So he's constantly downfield.
Pump thinks that Keely Ringo is Brian Dawkins.
I don't think he thinks that. Did he look like a drop off from Adoree to you? He didn't look like one to me.
No,
now they didn't really test him. Baker Mayfield's throwing at Quinion and Cooper with like Keely Ringo's not on the field. Cody says Sirianni's offensive mind is trash. Wow. We had great OCs when we won the Super Bowl, and the offense has struggled every year we don't. Well, the offense wasn't particularly prolific in the passing game last year, and we hired Kellen Moore, who had the #1 passing attack in Dallas. Last one. Lucia says, we all know the philosophy was set by Howie when they got Saquon. Just go back to the Super Bowl and his celebration with Saquon for an example. I don't know, man.
You're never going to have a prolific passing attack as long as Barkley's on that roster. The Eagles are convinced they're winning games, and they are winning games with the approach of running the ball.
Kyle says, Zander, what is this? Hertz calls the plays for a half, then Sirianni Bobo calls.
Wow. Philly fans, man. We had Angelo yesterday.
Passive aggressive. He's not a D. I don't think he's a DB.
No.
They're lucky they got A.J. Brown, not having a guy that good, and they don't throw him the ball.
Imagine, let me tell you something.
All right, so it's a good show, man. I'll catch you tomorrow.